I'm the NYWC Sign Guy saying, you've just been signed out. Alright, I think that's gonna work. I think I can clean up here, you know. Hang on. Oh, it's the Big Hebroski. Sign Guy, will you host my show this week? I guess I have no choice. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode number 2 of the Chrome Dome. And for those of you who don't know who I am the NYWC Sign Guy. Maybe you watch my videos. I don't know. Anyway, if you tuned in, I just had a recent episode that said I wasn't going to be on this show, or that I didn't know I was going to be on this show. But lo and behold, here I am, filling in for my former co-host, now spin-off host, the Big Hebroski, who was away taking care of some personal things that... But don't worry, he'll be back for the next episode of the Chrome Dome. But I've been instructed by the Big Hebroski to talk about WWE, TNA, NYWC. So, with that being said, let's move on to something that is very near and dear to my heart. Let's talk about WWE. Alright, so coming out of my little intro there, we're going to talk WWE, something that I know a lot about. For those of you who actually know me in real life, I went to school for broadcasting. I'm the announcer for NYWC, but we'll get to that. And I love WWE. I want to work for that company more than like you could possibly imagine. And I love talking about them, so that's what we're going to do right now in this first little bit of whatever on the Chrome Dome. No Way Out was this past Sunday, right in our backyard here on Long Island. It was the Izod Center. I didn't go. I'm going to let you in on a little secret why I didn't go. The Izod Center is a dump. Shh. Anyway, I didn't go. I didn't watch most of the show either. My girlfriend was not feeling well. I hung out with her for the first couple hours of the show. And, you know, just hung out, made her feel better, made some sugar cookies. It was a good night. Yeah, it was a good night. I did manage to catch the tail end of the WWE Championship match in which CM Punk successfully defended his WWE Championship against Daniel Bryan. Yes! 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 And Kane. I guess this could be a Velociraptor moment in if Kane doesn't have a match at pay-per-view, why can't Kane ruin a different match at the pay-per-view? Anyway, CM Punk retains. It doesn't matter. AJ comes out, gets knocked off the apron, Kane carries her away. Whatever. In the other title match that I did not see but heard was very good, Dolph Ziggler successfully, or unsuccessfully I should say, did not win the World Heavyweight Championship against Sheamus. I'm not unhappy that Sheamus is champion. I just feel like bored of him. I don't know. I love Dolph Ziggler. He's finally starting to get away from Jack Swagger and Vicky Guerrero, although he's not completely away from Vicky Guerrero, but in due time. Anyway, love Dolph Ziggler. More things for him in the future. Go Dolph! Then, in a mid-card title match, Christian successfully defended the Intercontinental Championship against Cody Rhodes. And the first time I shot this video, I actually said that Christian defended the title against himself, and then went on to talk about Cody Rhodes without noticing that I made that mistake. So this time, I said it right. Christian defended the Intercontinental title against former champion Cody Rhodes. I like both of these guys. I love the classic Intercontinental Championship. Growing up as a wrestling fan through the late 80s into the 90s, I always loved that belt. I personally was a fan of the yellow belt that the Ultimate Warrior had, but I can't complain. White, yellow, black, blue, tomato, tomato. Love the belt. Love both of these guys. They put on a great program. Unfortunately, I really wish Christian would have taken the U.S. title off of Santino, but whatever. Cody Rhodes and Christian can continue to feud over that belt, and I won't be unhappy about it. However, I am unhappy about Santino Marella. However you do it, I don't care. I hate Santino Marella, and I can say that with a straight face, and I'll look at you dead in the eye and tell you, I hate Santino Marella. He's useless. The United States Championship is dead weight on Santino Marella, when it could be going to guys like Alberto Del Rio or Long Island Iced Z, Zack Ryder. Woo, woo, woo. You know it. Zack Ryder hasn't been on Raw in how many weeks? 6, 7? Is he going to break Goldberg's undefeated streak at this point? Are you serious, bro? I mean, you can't have Zack Ryder beat Santino for the title, but you could take the title off Santino somehow. Battle Royal, something, I don't know. Just get the title off of him, now! How many months has he had that belt, and how many months have I stopped caring about that belt? I think they're the same number. I've had enough of Santino. Get the title off of him. Put him on injured reserve. I don't care if Mark Henry comes back out of nowhere and squashes him. I would even accept Brodus Clay as United States Champion before I accept Santino anymore, and that's a huge stretch. But I'll tell you who's probably going to get the United States Championship next. Alberto Del Rio, who seems prone to injury with concussions and whatnot, but whatever. Personally, I'd like to see Zack Ryder, Broski. I'd like to see Zack Ryder get the United States title back. At this point, I'd like to see Zack Ryder on Raw at all. So, woo, woo, woo. You know it. There you go. So, am I happy with WWE? Yeah, I guess so. No more Big Show John Cena matches, please. Didn't we get enough of those a couple years ago, and then they had to verse each other in a cage? But the outcome of all that was, John Laurinaitis, you're fired. A really bad Vince impression, paired with the fact I'm still wearing Zack Ryder glasses. Whatever. So John Laurinaitis is gone. We have no Raw GM, and they're just going to start throwing people in there, hoping to see Mike Adamle. Fingers crossed for Mike Adamle. But Mick Foley showed up and did the job, although he didn't do much of anything, so I guess you really can't say he did a bad job or a good job. Indifferent, I guess. The WWE product is okay. I've been a fan for such a long time, it's hard to stop watching. So, I guess just breaking down the champions. World Heavyweight Champion Sheamus. Alright, I could live with that. Dolph Ziggler will hopefully be champion. If not, Wade Barrett's coming back at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Everybody else is saying it. I might as well jump on that bandwagon too. WWE Championship. CM Punk's had it a while. Kane doesn't need to be anywhere near that championship. It should go to Daniel Bryan. Yes, yes, yes. And I know there's been backstage talk about having Daniel Bryan win the title. So, who knows? Intercontinental title, I'm happy there. Christian and Cody Rhodes can just go back and forth all the live long day. Just don't let Big Show near that title. Sorry, Cody, you lost it at Mania, and Big Show had it for like a month, and I was just really upset through that month. United States Championship, if it's going to be on Santino, you might as well put the title on me, because it's roughly the same thing. Santino Marella is awful. Get rid of him. I've had enough of Santino. Put the title on somebody else. Alberto Del Rio. Here's a throw out. Drew McIntyre. Put the title on McIntyre. Or put it on this guy, Zack Ryder. Woo, woo, woo. You know it. Tag Team Championships. Kofi and R-Truth, I guess, work. I don't know. And the women's title I don't care about. So, those are my thoughts on WWE. So, yeah. I was afraid of this segment coming up because for those of you who also know me in real life, you know my love of WWE, but you also know that I know zero about TNA. I do not watch TNA. For a while, I really hated TNA. I don't think they're terrible now. So this segment will probably not be as long as the WWE segment because I don't know very much about TNA. In fact, I could probably tell you everything I know about TNA in like 5 minutes. So let's try it out then. I know that TNA just recently had a pay-per-view, Slammiversary. I don't know if that's a big deal or not. I don't know. Anyway, they announced they're going to have a Hall of Fame, and Sting's going to be in that. Woo! I like Sting. Why isn't Sting in WWE? Is Hulk Hogan gonna be in that? I don't know. I know that one of my former favorite wrestlers from WWE is in TNA, Rob Van Dam. He just recently came back, I think, and I know he had a number one contenders match with Mr. No, I'm not going to say it. I am going to say, though, Mr. Kennedy! Kennedy! Not calling him Anderson. And Jeff Hardy, who I guess is still relevant when he's not doing drugs and taking horrible mugshots like Scott Hall. Hey, yo. Anyway, I think Mr. Anderson won that match. I don't know. There's a live Impact going on right now. But by the time you watch this, that's probably over, and you could just go to any spoiler site and read about it, because that's what I'm going to do. And then I think Kurt Angle and AJ Styles are a team. I know they fought each other a few times. And then I think Kazarian and Christopher Daniels are the tag team champions, I think. I know Bobby Roode is the World Heavyweight Champion, or as most of TNA's announcers like to refer to him as, Bobby Roode. They don't even say the rest of his last name. Roode. I know that Abyss isn't Abyss. He's some lawyery guy. And they got another guy dressed as Abyss making run-ins. And he's feuding with Bully Ray. I think Devon is the television champion, I think. See, we're only about 3 minutes into this video, and I am already just out of TNA. I know Eric Bischoff lost a match a couple months ago, and now he's not there anymore. And I think Ric Flair's contract expired. Woo! Or he was asked to be let go of his contract. I don't know. And I know the Blueprint Matt Morgan is not in TN anymore. He'll probably jump ship. I don't know. I know Christian showed up at Slammiversary, and people were very surprised. I just don't watch a lot of TNA. So, yeah. Hey, well, now that I'm done suffering through that, it's time to talk about something that I really know about. NYWC. Oh, yeah! This is my favorite part of the show because that's all my show was ever about. Because I'm the NYWC Sign Guy. And I'm not sure exactly how much Binky Broski covered in episode number 1 of this show. So, I guess I could just tell you that on July 19th is the next show. NYWC presents Going the Distance. Special start time of 8, doors open at 7, and they're going to be at the NYWC Sportatorium, which is great, although it's really hot in there. So, don't wear heavy clothes. Yeah, Larry Legend's coming back, and like I said in the WWE segment, I'm the announcer or backup announcer to Larry Legend. So when I'm not doing this, or whatever else it is that I do, I'm announcing for NYWC, and that's really cool, and I'm really happy to be, talking about NYWC and to be involved so much that I am, because they have some of the best wrestling around when it comes to the indie circuit. Guys like Papadon, Tony Nese, Alex Reynolds, Johnny Silver, I could just go on and on and on, Apollyon, Stockade, everybody, knowing everybody backstage, knowing how cool everybody is. I don't want to break kayfabe and, say like, oh, so-and-so is nicer than so-and-so. Not going to do that, just going to say, wrestling in general there is great. I don't think I've ever been to a bad show. Very rarely do I leave NYWC not satisfied with the product. And they're going to have a really good show coming up. They've been integrating a lot of Chikara, which is something I know doesn't get talked about a lot on this show. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Mr. Touchdown, Batiri a couple shows ago. And now Jigsaw is going to face Ryan the Adrenaline Rush at Trust No One. And that's going to be awesome. And then, of course, you can't forget about Zack Ryder's best friend, the Big O, Ah! He is also part of NYWC, and he's going to be in the main event at the next show when Big O teams up with former TNA superstar, the premier athlete Tony Nese, to take on the NYWC Fusion Champion Stockade and the NYWC Heavyweight Champion Apollyon. Ooh. It would sure to be a great main event match. For all the information, go to my Twitter, Chris's Twitter, Big Hebrowski's Twitter, NYWC's Twitter. You can go over to the NYWC message boards. That's a really cool place to go. I'm on there all the time. I post things there. You can like me on Facebook. You can like NYWC on Facebook. You can like anything on Facebook, because that's just how Facebook works. Getting off topic. Anyway, I am the sign guy, so it would make sense if I brought signs to these shows. I plan on having at least 4 new signs. Not going to recycle anything, so if you've seen the Crusher Brown sign, you've seen it. It ain't coming back. If you've seen the Better Ingredients, Better Wrestling Pop-It-On sign, you've seen it. It's not coming back. Although, if you really like it that much, you can buy the Pop-It-On t-shirt that it's based off of. Go buy the t-shirt. Buy the shirt. Buy the shirt. Buy the shirt. And speaking of shirts, friend of the show, and I guess he's a friend of this show too, the Big Dog Forge and myself, along with NYWC Wrestling, have developed the Forge 123 t-shirt, which will say Forge 123 on the front, kind of like Austin 316, except Forge 123. And then on the back of the shirt, it's all going to charity. We're talking about, breast cancer awareness, Autism Speaks, charities of that nature. All the proceeds will go to that. You can go to the NYWC website. The shirts are available right now, although I was having problems with the PayPal button earlier today, so it may or may not be working. If you can't get it off the website, the shirts will be available for the first time ever at Trust No One. All your official NYWC merchandise can be found there. They don't sell any of it on their website. It's all at the shows. Big O sells stuff at the shirts. I know Johnny Silver just came out with a new shirt. All your NYWC merchandise. However, this shirt is an exclusive. Only I have this shirt and the real sign guy, but that's something different. Anyway, all their information is on the website. Message boards, Twitters, Facebooks. Trust No One's going to be a great show. And if that doesn't convince you enough, Batman comes out the same night, and it's going to be a midnight show. Go see some NYWC. Go see some really good wrestling. I promise you're going to have a good time. $20 to get you in. Food's cheap, and it's great entertainment. You can sit wherever you want. You can sit really close or really far away. It's up to you. NYWC, to steal a line from them, NYWC is where it's at. Well, guys, that's going to do it for the Chrome Dome. Like I said, Big Hebrowski had some things to take care of, but I'm sure he'll be back for episode number 3. Sorry this episode was really thrown together. I did my best to talk about WWE. I probably didn't try hard enough on TNA. And I love NYWC, so I really talked about that. Anyway, I want to give a big shout out to Chris for letting me join the channel. Will my show Signed Up ever jump ship? I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, I'm the NYWC Sign Guy. I got some signs to work on. So, with that being said, you've just been signed out.